Should you run an ad or target competitor key terms? I see this so often. I get all these requests. Hey, there's our competitor name. We should run an ad for their brand and steal their traffic and take their traffic. So I have no doubt that this is a strategy that can bring something, can bring results, might even be good results. But I'm just going to give my advice on how I've seen this play out, whether it's on large SaaS companies that would spend $100K a month in the cloud space, or a small business just looking to pick up their competitor traffic that's looking for their competitor's brand. And I'm currently running these campaigns right now. I just recently fired up, hence the reason for this video. Look, it's heavily case-by-case basis. So my first bit of advice is, let's actually understand why we're doing this, and let's actually play through the scenarios of how this actually happens. A lot of the time this comes from the business owners being pissed off that a competitor's taken their client or it's competing. We're all competitors, we dislike, and it's business, right? So when someone is looking for a brand, they already know of that brand and they are looking for them. Now, it might be something as simple as a grandmother that's forgotten her umbrella at the wedding that she was at last night. So she's not a client, she'll never be a client. She just forgot her umbrella. And so she's Googling the brand of the venue. She's simple, so she clicks on the first thing that comes up, which happens to be their competitor, trying to steal their traffic. So the conversation goes something along the lines of, hello, I want to pick up my umbrella. We don't have umbrella. Oh, I left it there yesterday. I was there yesterday. We didn't actually have any functions yesterday. And so, yes, they shouldn't be clicking on things that are not, but that was advertised at the top. That keyword, that brand was typed in. They clicked on the top thinking it's them. And now the venue has wasted, the business has wasted location, the business budget. Now in the software space, a lot of people are Googling the brand because they want to log into the software. So if you're using Xero as your accounting software, you go to Xero.com to log in. So when MYOB runs an ad on best accounting software and I click on it by accident thinking it's Xero, I'm going to back out. So in a lot of cases, it's quite a big budget dump. Now, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that what is the goal? Is the goal to simply get in front of the eyeballs of the competitors? Because if it is, that's a good one. Definitely a good one to start a war. If the goal is genuine leads and inquiries, personally, with the data that I've had access to, I would spend that money on some acquisition keywords. For example, if you are a wedding venue, instead of bidding on a competitor key term like Brighton Savoy, for example, right? It's no longer a wedding venue, but you will get a better return by spending that money on wedding venue, wedding reception. Because someone looking for Brighton Savoy is looking to get in touch with them for whatever reason. Might be already a booked event, might be another reason. So the intent is different and you have a high chance. I took over a removal list campaign where, gosh, that must be about 70% of the key terms were wasted on a competitor. Someone is looking for them. It might literally be a phone call, hey, where's my truck? You guys were meant to be here. Crazy amount of budget was wasted on key terms which hypothetically could have led to a sale. Now, if we are to run it, here is how I would do it, and here's what we're doing, is make it clear that you're a competitor straight from the SERP. Instead of trying to mislead them into getting the click to your website, they're going to realize, hold on, this is not it, and they're going to back out. Or even worse, they're going to try and go through your journey, but they're looking for something else. It's only going to be frustrating for them. It always is. A lot of the time, it then takes up your admin team because it's frustrating for them as well. But in the SERP, make it clear that you're brand name alternative. We're alternative to Brighton Savoy. Take the traffic out to a landing page that makes it really clear we're an alternative to such and such. Because someone in the sales process that is researching competitors, that is researching the product, might be actually interested in that. That would make sense. You're not misleading anyone. You're making it really clear. It's cheeky, but hey, it works. I shouldn't say it works. It's the right thing to do. Another big one is if you scroll down at the bottom of Xero and MYOB websites, they have competitor breakdowns where on the Xero website, there is a page there on MYOB versus Xero versus QuickBooks. Now, this is where you should probably get some legal advice on exactly what you're allowed and not allowed to write there. But that's another one where you are bidding on a competitor keyword, you take them out to a landing page, which is just a comparison table between the competitor, yourself, and other competitors. Okay, now you could get a call from legal, somebody's legal to take it down, but if you guys are doing all the right things, there's a whole bunch of third-party reviews on third-party sites, right? It's not that hard to get something like that up. So that's phase one. Phase two is take them out to a landing page, which is definitely attempting to sell your product, but it's making it clear that you're an alternative to them. So someone looking for that brand lands on a page which it basically says, hey, we're an alternative to brand. If you are looking for their services, we also do those services, but better. Here's how. So try not to mislead. I think that's the biggest one. And at the end of the day, I've always found that budget brings a better result in terms of leads if it's spent on acquisition keywords with Google Ads and maybe like a Facebook retargeting ad or something like that. But everyone has their different reasons to do this. So the question is, what is yours? And if you've seen this stuff work and bring meaningful leads, which I have, I've got campaigns right now which are bidding on competitor key terms which happen to be the suburb, the area in the wedding space, and it's actually bringing in leads and those leads are converting. But every space is different. Care to send me some of your data and interested to see what you think.